grew up reading Muscular Development.
Listen,
They told it to you straight. Gregg Valentino told it to you straight. Remember that dude?
Oh yeah.
Arms?
Well, he what the
Shoot
inject
synthol
in his arms, make them like balloons. Yeah.
Fucked up, but he would tell you the real.
Yeah, come on, Greg.
Don't forget to watch the video at the very end of this rant that I'm going to put. Okay, so at the end of the rant, watch the funny video. Me, Lee Priest, Jimmy the Bull at my house. Some of you may have seen it before, but just watch it again. Joe Zapata filmed it.
Well, what is going on, guys? Alright. This is a quick video. I'm working on a couple videos right now for you guys. Some really cool shit. Some old school stuff like you guys like. You know you like that shit. And a bunch of other things. So, you know, I'm going to put all that together. And as you know, I'm back in my studio. Yeah, like it's a real studio. It's a friggin' whatever. But, I just want to touch upon a few things. And, the main thing is, let me start this video off by saying, some of you guys are fucking funny. Alright? I want you to know something. There's no trouble. Zero trouble with After Hours. There's none. Okay? After Hours, Dave Palumbo's my friend, a very close friend of mine. I love him like a brother. John Romano's my friend. All the guys on there are my friends. Okay? We all get along good, really good, and everything. Now, I know there's a few guys opening their mouths. One in particular has been trying to talk with Joe, saying, and he's a fucking liar, by the way. He's trying to make believe he's one of the guys from one of the guys from After Hours. Like somebody from After Hours would really secretly be watching our show all upset, saying that Joe is stealing the guys from After Hours and he's paying them. He's not paying them. It's all bullshit, okay? First of all, Joe Zapata is my friend, okay? Joe Zapata is friends with Jimmy the Bull, and Joe Zapata is friends with Lee Priest. Joe Zapata is also friends with George, Mr. G. Mr. G was even on George's show. His brother, George Zapata, the Zapata brand podcast. Because, that show's basically about fighting, boxing. Because George Zapata is a boxer. Okay? Now, there's no payment. What's happening is Joe gives the tips to the guys on the show. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? It's the way it should be, to be honest with you. But let me just fix this camera a little bit here. I feel like, I don't know, whatever. Alright? That does not mean that we're leaving After Hours, okay, or that there's a problem. I love Dave Palumbo. Whenever there's a problem, I go to Dave. Alright? Anything I say on any of the shows that After Hours sometimes bores me, okay, because, I'm sorry guys, 50% of the people that probably watch After Hours are like really hardcore bodybuilding fans and give two shits about who wins the Olympia and all that shit. But the other 50% are watching because they're hoping. They missed the old After Hours. Remember, the old After Hours, nobody there is a pro bodybuilder. Nobody there gives a shit about it was madness. And that's what people like, is madness. After Hours, which means like when all is said and done, After Hours, like an After Hours club. Okay? That's what it means. It doesn't mean people don't tune in to After Hours to sit and watch, like, who won Mr. Olympia? What do you guys think about? What's his name? Strider Glitzen. And nobody gives a shit about that. Okay? Sure, there are some guys, but for the most part, most people don't. Okay? They watch After Hours for the crazy shit. That's why the room lights up when Jimmy gets on there and goes crazy. Now, there are some people who don't like it. You know, when Jim maybe goes crazy, or I go crazy, or somebody else goes crazy. You can't please everybody. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. But Lee Priest is my personal friend, Mr. G's my personal friend, and Jimmy the Bull is my personal friend. I know Jimmy the Bull since 1991, all right? We've all been together, going out to eat together, we hang out together. Lee Priest has sat in my house here and ate. Jimmy the Bull has sat in my house and ate. What I'm trying to tell you is that we are real legitimate friends. So is Dave and John, my legitimate friend, you know. I like all the guys. Armand's a great guy. Amin's a great guy. Larry's a great guy. We all get along. There's no trouble there. But one of you little fuckos is trying to mess with Joe, saying he's secretly one of them. You know, and he's upset because Joe's trying to steal guys from after hours. That's so funny. You can't steal guys from after hours. Nobody belongs to anybody. It doesn't mean that we're not loyal to Dave. Dave does other people's shows. John Romano's supposed to be doing a show with Frank Zappi. I don't know if that's legit yet or not, but that's what I heard. Does that mean that John's like being disloyal to Dave? No, it does not. It does not. We're all still going to be together. That's not. Nothing's changing there. And anything I say on any other show, I'll say on that show in front of Dave or in front of anybody. You know I'm not in. Dave knows. I'm not. I don't give a shit about who wins the Olympia. Sorry. You know? Last week I was in the comments. You know, I was hanging out with the guys in the comment section because I don't care who wins the Buckeye Barbell Classic. Most guys don't give a shit about that either. If you watch the comments, they're all talking amongst themselves and making jokes. They're not paying attention to half the show. Because it's, you know, sometimes it's fucking boring. Now, those guys are more into the hardcore, like, oh my God, you know. I don't give a shit about that. There's plenty of other shows that you guys can watch on After Hours that discuss, like, you know, trend, drug use, dieting, and all that stuff. You know, nobody watches the Chris Aceto show to see crazy shit. You know that's not going to happen, right? You expect that to happen on After Hours because that's the way After Hours was. That's the way it always used to be anyway. And that's, you know, so either change the name or whatever, but that's what After Hours is supposed to be. You watch Chris Aceto show, that's where you want to learn about, you know, well, Chris the technician, I dieted him down, we cut his carbs a little bit early, and, you know, and if you notice that, Big Ramy's straight, glutes were more straight, you know, they'll watch for that shit, because those are the guys that are hardcore and really into that, and, you know, they're, you know, more into the sport, okay? The sport of bodybuilding is not won by merit. It's won by, bodybuilding is judged upon an opinion. My opinion is he wins. The judge's opinion. You're not won because who knocks out who or who hits a home run, what team scores the most points. It doesn't work like that. Do you understand? So, but anyway, getting back to, you know, the show we do with Joe Zapata and everything, Joe gives the guys the tips. There's no, and that's not why they're doing it. We're doing it because we're all friends and we have fun. We have fun. When I'm with Lee and when I'm with Joe and Mr. G and Jimmy, of course. Jimmy and I talk on the phone. We'll talk for a fucking hour. I talk with Lee Priest. We'll be on the phone for hours. I've sat on the phone with Lee Priest a few nights in a row for 4 fucking hours straight. 4 hours we talk on the phone. And guess what? Never do we talk about, hey Lee, so what do you do for biceps? Or should I be taking trend with this? Or, you know, Lee, what do you eat before? We never talk about that. Never, ever. We talk about everything but bodybuilding. When I'm with Jimmy the Bull, I talk about everything but bodybuilding. We're all good friends. Okay? So for the few of you guys that are playing games, and, you know, one in particular that try to lie and say he's secretly one of the crew of After Hours. It's a joke. I already told Joe, don't believe that asshole. He's a coward. That's a coward. Those are cowards. When you talk shit and you don't want to reveal who you are, you're a coward. And none of the guys in After Hours are cowards. And first of all, if the guy from After Hours was really complaining, they would have came to me and said, Greg, what's going on? Why is everybody leaving over there? Was everybody leaving? Is they going to church? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's leaving. What, we can't do another show? I do shows all the time. Lee Priest's been on everybody's show. So what does that mean? It's bullshit. And it's not ending anything. So, you know, we look, but that doesn't change my loyalty to Dave. Doesn't, hey, listen, you know, Dave has shows. He doesn't include me in every show. He had a show the other day. He talked about Charlie Arms, right? Charlie Arms is sick, had an aneurysm. I know Charlie Arms before Dave, and I know Charlie Arms before John. But I know Charlie Arms since I was 15. Did they know him in 1975? I did. But I wasn't invited on that show, and I don't care. It's fine. But what I'm saying is we have shows, and sometimes guys go on, sometimes they don't. Who gives a shit? That doesn't mean it's the end of After Hours or we're leaving After Hours. And none of that's true. I don't know where you guys are getting this shit from. It's the little fuckers like that, that come on here and lie. Little cowards. Little cowards. They're cowards. That's a coward that can't reveal. I don't want to say who I really am. You're a fucking coward. None of those guys are like that. None of them. So when you see that shit, don't believe it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with after hours. Dave is my friend. If Dave needed me, I'd fly to Florida, if I had the money. I'd fly to Florida tomorrow, and I would be there for him. Okay? I love Dave Palumbo. I love John Romano. I love all those guys. But those guys have been my friends for a long time. John and Dave have been my friends for a long time. Okay? That's not going to change. All right? Anything I say right on that show. Just like last week when I said, I'm bored with this shit. I don't care who Big Grammy's ass looks like and if it's straight or not. I don't care. I say it. I had more fun with the guys in the comment section. And the guys in the comment section don't even talk pretty much about what's going on in the show. Once in a while they do, but for the most part they're talking amongst each other. Okay, unless the show is like kind of funny or going on, that's what people watch, right? And most of you all know, and I've seen the things, and I've told Dave, and Dave knows, that the crew of After Hours has changed, and the direction of After Hours is not like what it was originally. Nobody comes on to After Hours to watch interviews of somebody or somebody like that. We don't. That's not what After Hours is supposed to be. After Hours. So, anyway. I just figured I'd let you know. I'm going to put a Joe Zapata video in here that Joe filmed at my house. I got to do this. It's just so funny. Every time I watch it, I laugh my ass off. It's at my house. Lee Priest at my house. Jimmy the Bull at my house. And Joe Zapata's the one with the film that's actually doing the filming. We're all friends. We're all friends. Okay? It doesn't mean that I'm not Dave Palumbo's friend. I will always be Dave Palumbo's friend. Doesn't mean I'm not John Romano's friend. I will always be John Romano's friend. Okay? I don't have to agree with everything they say. They don't agree with everything I say, right? Remember when I had the problem, when John had the problem and was freaking out on Big Rob, and I said, hey, I feel like that's bullying. I don't hide my feelings, bro. I would tell you if they was upset. Hey, look, right there. Species. Right there. Look, you see? And that's not even a setup, a plant. I got a ton of species right up here. I can't move the camera, but what I'm saying is, Dave's my friend, John's my friend. Again, John's supposed to be doing a show with Frank Zappa. Does that mean he's fucking Dave over? No. Stop believing these little fucking weasels, these ballless coward motherfuckers that talk shit. And to the guy, I'm not even going to entertain you on here. You know who I'm talking to. You're a coward. You're a fucking liar. And Joe knows. I explained to him. You're a fucking liar. You're not part of any show. You're not After Hours. You're not part of the crew. You're a nobody. You're a fucking punk with a camera and shit. Not a camera, with a fucking, watches YouTube videos. That's all you are. Shut your hole. I already schooled Joe on that. So, listen, if there's a problem, would any of us have a beef, we take it to each other. If I was upset with Dave over something, I've messaged him before. We've talked personally about things. If I was upset, when John was upset with me for sticking up for Big Rob, he called me. We talk. It's the way it is. There's no problems though, bro. There's no problems. After Hours will remain After Hours. Alright? Capiche? Mr. G, that's between Mr. G and Dave. There's no real issue there. It's just more of a little bit of misconnection. But there's no real problem. Mr. G, if Dave needed Mr. G tomorrow, Mr. G would be there. Jimmy the Bull, if he's not working, he'll be on the show. Me, I'll be there. Okay? So there you go. Alright? So none of that shit. Don't believe any of the bullshit. Don't believe any of these little fanboys that are fucking acting up. They're cowards. When you come to me with one face, don't come to me with two face. Okay? I explained that to Joe. Joe's a little bit new with this stuff, but he's learning. He knows, Joe Zapata's been my friend for a while. I've known Joe for a long time. I didn't just meet Joe, okay? But we got to be even closer friends recently, and he's just as close to me as guys that have been there for me, who have been my friend for a long time, but he didn't even call me when I was sick or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Dave did. John Romano did. Armand used to would message my girlfriend and all the time, you know, and me on through Instagram. Armand did. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys. Don't believe the bullshit, okay? All right. So here, this is a funny video. You might have seen it before, but I'm going to put it up again because I can't stop laughing. This is Lee Priest at my house, Jimmy the Bull at my house, and it's from Joe Zapata's channel, which is Jersey Jay-Z. It's straight out of Jersey Jay-Z, Joe Zapata. It's from his channel. So you can go there. We're going to be doing shows every Thursday night, okay? Sometimes Jimmy will be there. Sometimes George will be there. Sometimes Lee will be there. But we are friends. It does not mean that anybody's taking anything away from After Hours or that we're not going to be there for Dave. I will always be there for Dave. That's the last time I'm going to fucking repeat myself. And watch this video. I love you guys. Stop fucking around. Subscribe. You know.
$140 for that one.
And if you want marble tiles, we have marble tiles.
They're from.
He's even got the Lowe's bucket.
Look, you know what this is? Whoa. Look what this is.
What?
Right here. This is a leg press. Remember the kind of, this is the leg.
Hey, be careful. That's from fucking.
This is an upside down leg press right here. Look, you can see the base of
Hey,
it?
Greg, your water just broke. Be careful. How do you want your steak? Medium well?
There you go. You want to lay down, Tim? Look at that. Look, a face stander right here.
I can't believe that fucking thing actually works.
Yeah, it works. We'll see. We'll be back. There you go. Let me tell you something. This is a bad.
How do I look?
Hey, fucking red.
This is a badass tanning in here.
My shoes were white. Now look at them.
You tan in my bed, bro. You go 20 minutes in my bed, you'll go home brown as hell.
Yeah. Just
It's
think
dark. We can work out here, bro.
when I was on the bed, why didn't you turn one of these air conditioners on to cool me down? I actually started to get a bit of a sweat under there.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, look, Jimmy. Where'd you get it from? He stole it from Anytime Fitness.
You know, my friend knows it. Anytime Fitness.
Likely.
Look, it's held together with a hanger.
Do you need anything fixed on your? Hit my ride.
Look,
Jimmy,
Looks
you,
like you hit
you
something.
always complain about
Raccoon.
your mechanic.
Yeah.
Just come here, will you? Greg will fix it up in no time.
paint
Look
jobs.
at this. Look at this.
He installs fenders.
Look at this. Look at this. That's a matte finish.
look at this. Lee.
Look, look. Doesn't even leave fingerprints.
Lee, this is held on by a hanger. This is a hanger right here. I did to hold on a bumper.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You should be in a pedal beater shop.
Hey, wait. You really want to see something?
Oh, we do. We do really want to see something.
I just got hit by something.
I'm filming. I'll give you a tetanus shot later.
Yeah. Oh, what's this right over?
Look at this car here. Look at this car in the neighborhood.
Look at all this shit.
Look at this. Look at this car. This one.
You like go to like door sales and stuff?
Yeah, she does, but that's actually. My niece is 18.
Jimmy, why are you parking your Jeep here and making the place look good?
Jimmy, look at this car.
Look at this. Look at this.
And look, you want it really, gag? Look, it's got crank windows still, right here.
Yeah.
And it fucking's hard to crank. The back door doesn't open on this side.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper always. And on the back door,
This is when he quite didn't make it. He had shit stains.
But look, if I had a new car, forget about it. It's,
Would you like a new car?
no, I don't want
Listen,
it.
people, listen. We're going to start a GoFundMe. We're starting a GoFundMe for Greg. Please donate. Every dollar counts.
I don't want a new car.
Even if we can get $500, we could probably get a car.
If I had a new car, forget about it. It's,
Would you like a new car?
no, I don't want a
Listen,
new car.
people, listen. We're going to start a GoFundMe. We're starting a GoFundMe for Greg. Please donate. Every dollar counts.
I don't want a new car.
Even if we can get $500, we could probably get a car. Maybe it's that idea.
Wait, I should let Lee drive it for a minute. It's you drive race cars.
Listen, I drive race cars at top speeds this close to the wall. I'd be scared to drive this car. I'm not scared of much.
So, Greg, you have leaks in there?
Yeah, look, I,
When it rains out, does it rain in the car?
look, I glued it.
I've got to fix it. Hey, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
Oh my God. Done.
Done.
It's fixed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look, I glued it last week.
I know. What do you use? Super glue? You got more on your 1,000 miles, all highway miles, one owner, sir.
Yeah.
That's
He's
it.
up there in the window.
A coal miner used to own it.
Yeah. Oh my God, shit.
Look where they put the
You
arm.
don't use car seat covers?
No.
Okay, that idea again, Sherlock. How you're not a detective is beyond me.
And you know what's funny? You know how many floor? Look, you know how many? If you go over there.
Thanks for watching the Zapata Brand Podcast. Please subscribe to the podcast and listen where all podcasts are available.